And a really big point of focus that I want you to understand is it does not yet matter if you have 2 followers or you have 200,000 followers. There's a way that you can begin to gain more attention and be able to gain more interest in what it is you do. Welcome in. I'm Chris P. Austin. I'm an owner of 3 businesses before the age of 30. I'm an early investor in Apple, Netflix, and Lululemon. I have a master's degree in coaching and human psychology. I'm a 2-time NCAA Division I champion. I'm an 11-year pro athlete in multiple countries. I'm a real estate professional, and I work with over 300 families per month on mentality, business, and increasing their IQ. And today, our topic is going to be how to get more attention in 2023, why it's important, and how you are going to make it happen. So to start into this, I want to make sure you have an understanding of why I want to give you this information. For me, I've learned and understood now how important attention is to being able to reach whatever goals that you have for your business and for your life. For you to be able to monetize your life, gain financial freedom, and ultimately scale your business, attention is the number one thing that you need to be focused on now. And today we're going to get into exactly how you gain more attention, how you can leverage attention to be able to get to the things you want within your business and within your life, and finally, how you can start to create consistency and reach financial freedom. So, starting out, why is intention important? Number 1, for growing your business. So many people out here are creating businesses, which is great. It's creating more competition, it's creating more demand, it's creating more options for consumers to be able to go out, spend their money, and create more relationships. But with your business, if you really want to be able to grow, you need to understand the importance of attention. That is what it is for right now. Whereas 40 or 50 years ago, most people trying to gain more interest from business because there was yet no internet were having to get ads in the newspaper. They were having to go door to door and drop off flyers, or even pay a printing company to be able to give flyers out or have these mailers sent out to your house and build word of mouth that way, as well as through the few people who they interacted with within their business. Now, you have a much larger platform to select from to be able to gain more attention, more eyes, and get your messaging out there of what it is you want people to know, what it is you want people to learn, and most of all, what it is you want people to do. Building your relationships is a really big piece of attention. So you want to be able to have the audience of yours that you're gaining, whether that audience start out as 1 or 2 people, or whether you go right into having a much larger audience. The purpose of that audience is for you to be able to gain more of their trust, more of their understanding, so that you can deliver your messaging and deliver your products to them over time. Let's use an example of, if you're a person who has a car dealership, you want people to understand what type of cars you're purchasing, what type of cars you're leasing. You want people to understand what separates your car dealership from the average car dealership. And finally, you want people to understand why and how they're going to get to your car dealership to be able to interact with you. All these things can now start to be answered in a different way than they were being answered 50 years ago. So if you're not already taking advantage of this, the timing is now, because the world is starting to transition over, and this is the way that you gain attention, what we're going to talk about today. So when you're growing your business, if you're trying to build relationships within your business that will ultimately grow your business, attention is the piece. So I want you to get your notes out. I want you to make sure you have the notes section in your phone, your sheet of paper, whatever it's going to be, and start writing down some notes so you can get to a new level as it pertains to your business. Number 2, with how you're going to get more attention in 2023. Who is the attention for? We're going to break this into 3 separate categories for right now. We're going to talk about people who are between the age of 20 and 30. Why is attention so important for them? These are the people who are generally just coming out of high school. These are the people who are in that space in their life where they're trying to figure out stability and what they're going to do financially. They're trying to figure themselves out in terms of what they want their life path to be. Are they going to pursue business? Are they going to pursue things in relationships, sports? Are they going to be in the medical field? Do they want to be a lawyer? Do they want to be a custodian? Do they want to be a teacher? This is the time that many people are figuring this out. So between the age of 20 and 30, we find that there's people who are either very busy because they're pursuing a specific career, or they're not busy at all because they're twiddling their thumbs and they're waiting to figure out what it is they want to do. Either way, for people between the age of 20 and 30, this is the time that you start to understand the power of attention. If you're starting to learn that having the attention and gaining the attention and finding where the attention is, you're going to be able to not only figure out quickly what it is you want to do, but you're also going to be able to have more people engage with what it is you are doing. People between the age of 20 and under. So that is anybody from the age of about 14, 13, all the way up to 20. Those people who are likely in school in some way, shape, or form, or have maybe just recently finished school, attention is important for this generation too, because they have the opportunity to set trends like no other time in history. Right now, there's so much more culture coming from people between the age of 13 and 20 that the world, including adults, is starting to latch onto and starting to run with. So being able to have social media, being able to have attention, being able to have different brands, know who you are, know what you're doing between the age of 13 and 20 is allowing you more financial freedom and more access and excess later in your life. So right now, if you're 13 and you've got a great idea, or you've got a great brand, or you've got a great company that you want to start to build, perhaps it's built on these t-shirts. You really like your graphic design and you want to build these t-shirts, you want to get them out to the world. There's a way that you can start to be able to gain attention, get other people interested in those t-shirts, and out there promoting your brand for you. Perhaps you're a person who's interested in swimming and you want to build content around how the swimming world works, how we've transitioned from Michael Phelps into other people being able to get more interest in swimming, and Katie Ledecky, maybe she's interesting to you. And maybe some of the other US swimmers or people outside of the US swimmers are being brought in on your podcast. You're reaching out to these people, you're getting attention based on these people coming onto your podcast, and then you're leveraging that for more people to start to engage with your brand. Regardless of what it is, if you're younger, you want to understand the importance right now of gaining attention in your branding. And then finally, people between the age of 30 and anything older than that. So 30 to 100. There's benefit right now to you being able to gain attention if you are 30 to 100. Reason being, it's never too late for you to shift, transition, and take a hold of what it is you want to do. So many people right now are working in a 9-to-5 that they don't like, or they're stuck in a situation because they've always done it, and they're not doing what it is they actually want to do. So if you're a person who's already doing what you want to do, by all means, continue that direction. But if you're not doing what you want to do, I want to help you understand how you can put yourself in position to be able to do what it is you actually want to do. And that begins with attention. If you're gaining the attention of consumers and people who are spending money, people who are placing assets back into the market, you have the ability to be able to gain scale to your business. So those three sections of people 20 to 30, people 20 and under, people 30 and over, there's attention out there to be had, and now is the time for you to start to jump on top of it. So if you're still listening to this video and you're still watching this video, this is a great time to ask you to please hit the like button and subscribe. For more videos like this, I want to be able to continue to create content that's going to help you reach your goals as a person who's investing, a person who wants to potentially grow or scale a business, and a person who wants to be able to reach financial freedom. So drop me a comment in the section below after you hit that like button, after you hit the subscribe, and then drop me a comment on what you're liking about this video, what things you would want to see in future videos of mine, so I can continue to bring you content that's thoughtful and going to help you raise your level. So continuing in, let's get to the meat and potatoes of this, how you're going to be able to gain more attention. The number one way in 2023 that you are going to be able to gain more attention is social media. So if you're a person who's already got one or two apps and you've dabbled a little bit, you've posted some pictures of your kids and you guys out of vacation, or you posted some pictures of you and your friends hanging out at the local football game, that's great. You're already ahead of the game. There's a lot of people out there who don't yet have socials. But I want you to be able to take it a step further. Whether you're a person who does not yet have social media, or you're a person who's got multiple accounts, I want to give you more information on how you can start to leverage this and be able to gain more attention. And a really big point of focus that I want you to understand is it does not yet matter if you have 2 followers or you have 200,000 followers. There's a way that you can begin to gain more attention and be able to gain more interest in what it is you do. And the primary way you're going to do that is, first of all, by having different apps. So you should have your notes section out like we talked about. Make sure that you're writing down some of these apps that we're talking about and ask yourself, am I already involved? Instagram, are you on it? TikTok, are you on it? YouTube, are you on it? Twitter, Threads by Instagram. Are you on Tumblr? Do you have these accounts? Are you on LinkedIn? Are you on Twitch? Are you jumping into the world of social media and figuring out which platform best suits what you're trying to bring to the world? For example, maybe you're a person who's more visual and you do pictures and photography. Instagram is a great space for you to be, so people can be able to take that in and see that. Perhaps you're a journalist and you're a person who needs to make sure that you're on Twitter and you're on Threads by Instagram so that you can get your messaging out there in written form. But the smartest people in business are hitting all these platforms, and you're putting different content on each one of these platforms. You're getting more and more consistent with understanding the different platforms and where the attention is within those platforms. Because on YouTube, many times you're going to be putting out more long-form content so you can take a deeper dive with folks. On Instagram, you're keeping things quicker, under 90 seconds majority of the time, so people can get a quick hit and a quick understanding of what it is you're doing. On Twitter, you're going to put out written word and you're going to be communicating statistically based things on how you see things going within your craft or within your space. And understanding this about each different platform. LinkedIn is crushing it right now for people interested in business, making business transactions, and wanting real personalized, strong connections. But if you're not on these apps, it's more challenging for you to understand the power of each individual app. So if you really want to be able to gain attention, if you really want to be able to push your brand to the next level, you've got to start getting involved and getting involved more deeply. How to get involved more deeply? Amount of content you're posting. So ask yourself, how much content right now am I posting? If I even have social media. If you haven't gotten started on social media, you need to get started on social media like today. Like as soon as you finish this video, you need to jump on and get yourself signed up and registered. Mainly because it's completely free. Number 2, you want to make sure the amount of content is clear. If you're a person who's posting one time in a month, you're unlikely to have great attention. But if you start to get involved with posting your message multiple times a day, eventually attention is going to come, especially if you get better. And when you first start out, you might be terrible at social media. You might be horrible. But if you continue to practice and you don't worry about the opinions of the outside world, you're going to get better and you're going to improve. So when you start jumping into social media, or if you're already in social media and you want a continuation now that I'm telling you, this is the move, don't worry about how many likes you're getting. Don't worry about how many follows you're getting, and don't worry about how many views you're getting. Worry about the authenticity of your message. And if you're pushing it strongly enough, and if you're pushing it consistently enough for people to actually start to understand what it is you're trying to push. If you're a person who's all into cars and how cars get manufactured, and you want to start to put out content on the difference between German cars and Italian cars and American cars, you're not just going to post one video in a month and people are going to latch onto that. You've got to show people that you're really doing research and you have a know-how of how cars are transitioned from this place to this place to this place. What are the pros? What are the cons? Why would I pick this color versus that color? How fast does this car go in this amount of time? How fast does that car get pulled over in this city? And people can start to make decisions, and they may come to you for content like that. Or if you're a person who owns a bread shop and you've got 6 different types of bread, and this type of bread helps you live longer, it's proven. This type of bread is more addicting. This type of bread helps you actually lose weight as opposed to gain weight like bread normally does. You want to make sure these messages are coming out consistently. So if you want to crush it in 2023, understand these 3 things. Attention, social media, consistency on social media. Attention is the move right now. If you want to be able to build your business and scale your business, you need to get more attention on what it is you're doing and not be hiding in the shadows. How do you start to get more attention? Social media. Be on multiple platforms because you don't know where you're going to hit it. And finally, in order to hit it, you've got to be consistent. You've got to be putting things out consistently so people can understand and you can cut through all the other people competing in this space. So if you really want to crush it, understand what I'm trying to tell you. Attention is what it's all about. Getting on social media and making sure you're consistent on social media. And as an aside, making sure you don't care about how much attention you're getting right away. The pursuit of attention will gain you eventual attention. Caring about how much attention you're getting right now will lose you confidence, and that's going to lose you potential opportunities. If you want more content like this, make sure you get in my comments. Tell me what you liked about this video. Tell me what you'd like to see in future videos. We want to continue to grow together, and I'm here to help you be able to get your stuff to a new level because that's how we all grow to a new level. If there's competition, this person's going hard, this person's going hard, you're going hard, everybody continues to compete, we all go to a new level. If everybody's chilling and we're not getting to a new level, things go downhill. So we want to continue to rise. Out there, stay working, stay pursuing, and more than anything, stay consistent on your social media. See you next video.